People of the world, how are you doing? So I don't know if this is going to be called a rant video or an analysis video, but make of it what you will. So I was by myself in my house, and my sisters were like, hey Cedric, there is this new Nigerian movie, it's buzzing everywhere and you are going to like it, and you're not going to have anything negative to say because you're always a fun killer. You always have something negative to say about every movie, especially when it's Nollywood movie. I respected myself. I said, okay, no problem. So what's the name of the movie? They said the title of the movie is called Love in Every Word. That is a rom-com movie. And I said, okay, no problem. Let's give it a go. Let's see this movie. So they took my whole time seeing the movie. Let me tell you, my first annoyance is they told me that it's a rom-com movie. It's painful when people misplace the genres of movies and do not know the right categories to put a movie. I think that was my major first annoyance with everything. But I muscled through and I saw the movie to the end. That movie is a fantasy movie. I don't know why everyone is still calling that movie a rom-com movie. After seeing the movie, I respected my young old age. I decided not to say anything negative about the movie. How do you see the movie? Do you like it? Oh, this guy killed the movie. I was like, hell, yeah, it's a cool movie, nothing much. But then I come online on social media. I know I should mind my business, but it's like the whole of Nigerian women in particular, made it a duty to put it on my face that, okay, this movie exists. Not to mention the fact that now there is an Adogu challenge because there's this particular line in the movie and everybody has decided to do a challenge with the line on TikTok. Now, let me tell you some things about the movie. In fact, some things from the movie that is making me make this video. I said it's a fantasy movie and some of you are like, Cedric, what do you mean by it's a fantasy movie? I'll give you a reason why. Number one, it's not realistic. There's a difference between when you are making a fictional movie within a particular genre with things that could happen, and that is why you put that disclaimer that this is not something, if anyone feel like it relates to them in real life, fine. But let's be sincere. Which kind Odogu? I want you to think about this thing. And this is a fantasy movie, not for Nigerian men, by the way, for Nigerian girls. That is why the major lovers of this movie, if you check it, Nigerian women. Which kind Odogu? Which kind rich man? I'm just going to make this brief as I can. We would have that amount of time. Anambra Igbo Odogu rich man will take in time relocate because he won't chase woman. That's the most unrealistic thing. These are things that girls fantasize and write about, that this is what they want from a man, the man that will give them quality time and attention. Yes, guys spent almost more. We only saw that man make one major business call, which was to his cousin. That's by the way. Then can't get time. If you be businessman, they get that kind of time spent with woman. How they make the money? I know some people want to use a yardstick like he has a lot of business chains and maybe a lot of people are managing him for him, blah blah blah. But what I don't know about business people, the way they love their business. You see Eddie Moss as our guy, this pastor is this man. Go talk him, Odumeje go talk him, Eddie Moss. With all of Elon Musk's money, the only person I've seen Elon Musk give time to is Trump, not even any woman like that. Then, anyways, one of the reasons why the movie is a fantasy movie, you can't find a man. It's either it's time, you don't get that kind of money, or you go get money, but you don't get that kind of time with the man. Then the major elephant in the room. I'm not saying that Nigerian men cannot be gentlemen, that if you ask them in for a cup of coffee, they won't turn down. But in the context of Odogu businessmen, we say we know, that love to test the product before they take it home. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, I can help you. That love to test their product before they take it home. You turn down the invitation to come in for coffee. Oh please, my dear, that is a fantasy movie. In my books, it's not real. Yeah, it's never happened. Don't say it's never happening. It's not happening. Not once. So first of all, the first time I say he just the money. After he just the money, he spend that kind of money. The woman tell her, say come in. You say no, you don't want to come in. Then let me tell you the final thing. The last straw for me that broke the camel's back is how people like talking about how nice the movie is. See, let's get a little bit technical. I didn't want this to be a technical video, but apparently it's necessary. Let's get a little bit technical. When you say a movie is nice, there are a lot of things that you have to consider. You look at the level or the nature of the dialogue. You look at the characters within the movie and how they tell the story of the movie. You then look at how those characters were executed, and then you look at the overall storytelling of the movie. I don't want to go technically into other things like the music, the cinematography, blah blah blah. That one is over technical. Let's just stick with the basic plot, character, and character execution. Let's leave it like that. Dialogue as well. Haven't you noticed that the only conversation that comes out about this movie when people are talking about the movie is the character of the guy that played Odogu? I think it's Uzo. I think my name be that. Don't forget, my sister called it. See, one of my sister and they crush me that. By the way, it's Uzo, and that is because one person, one entity carried the whole movie on his back. Basically, the guy was the Odogu was the Odogu for the movie to move on. And when I talk about characters and how they are portrayed by people, we are not looking at it like now most of you want to make the argument that other people killed their role. That one concern you. But when you look at energy level matching the way the Uzo came and other people, why is it that other people are not memorable for you to talk about? Or the storyline? The storyline is basically a cliche. You already know what is going to happen from the end. You saw some things already coming. And again, I'm not saying Uzo's performance is not nice, but one of the things I talked about previously is about stereotypical casting. Uzo is basically playing a character he has played before in the tribe called Judah. The only difference is that he was an Odogu businessman that was doing money laundering. Same Igbo accent, same attitude, comical, but with a kind of crazy twist of him being a psychopath. Now this one, Igbo man, we be Odogu, but he's in love and he's comical at the same time. And personally, I feel he's going to run into the danger of being typecast, having that stereotypical role. So I'm not saying he didn't kill the role, I'm just saying that it didn't blow me away because I've seen that performance before. And when you talk about the movie being nice, you cannot just label it on just one character. Yes, there are movies whereby a character stands out, but that doesn't mean that the other characters didn't play their role well. I'm not saying these ones did not play their role well, but I'm just saying, when you want to hype a movie, let it be worth the hype before you come and disturb me that come and watch the movie is nice. And people start making challenges with it. In fact, that's the end of it. Stay weird. Next time. And hey, before I even forget, I want to ask this question. Which kind of Odogu will be say they 40 plus? Igbo Odogu no get pot belly. We go get better dress sense like that. See why I say the movie is a fantasy. Oh yeah. Bye bye for the last time.